Good evening, folks. It is Monday night. It is time for another Behind the Code. Tonight, we're going to be working on updating Grant Lankard's page. We are also going to keep this to under an hour because Grant does have Grant draws coming up right after this at 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So we're going to get that done. We're probably going to work on the Indie CD store a little bit more tonight, hopefully. And that's pretty much it. You guys, some of you may have noticed we got streams within streams tonight. I've got Behind the Code, of course, as you're seeing right now, and I also got my Joe in 3D or Joe Bachman on YouTube stream going. I'm doing a it's called a low poly dragon lamp. It says it should take about 12 hours. We're going to see how it does. I kind of have my doubts on it just because of the way the infill was set up. It said no infill, which is kind of weird to me, but at the same time also kind of makes sense because you want light to be able to show through it easily. So you're not really building it for strength. You're just building it for translucency or transparency or whatever. And yeah, that's about it. So let's bring Dawn up on stage.
Hi.
So, I remember the other thing I was going to talk about. So many of you have met Tosh from Sisters of the Hook, and we've been kind of talking back and forth a little bit, and coming up one Monday night, because Tosh streams on Wednesdays and so do we. We do the Indie CD Creatives at Play. So one of the Monday nights coming up, we're going to do a little bit of a collaboration stream, where she will be on doing crochet or chainmail, whichever one that she decides to do that night. No, I did not banish Dawn. She banished herself. And yeah, I'm seeing the chat come through. But so yeah, some Monday night, we're not going to be doing Behind the Code. We're not even going to be doing Creatives at Play. It's just basically going to be kind of a collab stream, and yeah, it'll be a fun night. So as always, we do have the music of Mr. Dan Hollifield.
Creatives at Play, Deluxe Edition.
Yeah, pretty much. And we're going to play from his second helping album, which you can find all of his links at indiecd.org/about-dan-hollifield. And we are going to play... it's a Monday. Track number 13, Set This Place on Fire. Once, turn that down. There we go. And we'll pull this up here. Oh, I need my banner. Ta-da! Oh, yeah, ready.
Flipping up. It looks like it's giving you a thumbs up. We're going to go with thumbs up.
There we go. Yeah. So we have had... Oh. Let's try that again. There we go. I have kick up on the other screen. So I'm like, I'm scrolling across the bars. I'm like, why isn't it showing me the stats? Oh yeah, I gotta go to that actual tab. That helps. So 7 visitors, 16 views on the 25th, 2 and 8 on the 26th. And they kind of tapered off a little bit. So hopefully we'll pick back up here. 160 visitors so far for the year, 503 views. So we're looking good. We are looking good here. And so that Dawn doesn't have to try to speed read like it's the end of a 30-second commercial trying to list off all the side effects of whatever new drug is coming out. I'll let Dawn get to the comments, and we'll go from there.
I am going to drop one other link in the chat. I did get my hoodie and my t-shirt for Indie CD. I did order them. I wanted to go ahead and drop that link if anybody else is interested in ordering merchandise that's for the Independent Creator Directory. There is a wine glass, and then there's hoodies and t-shirts and mouse pad and a few other goodies that Joe has procured. So if you are interested, that is the link for it. So.
Oh yeah, okay. I have a merch store.
Yeah. And I will be showing off my hoodie and or t-shirt, depending on how warm it is, on Saturday at indiecd.con.
In beautiful Fowler, Indiana.
Do you not have that on here?
Probably not, because it was never sent to me. So, there's an easy way to fix that.
Okay. You're going to work on that while I go with comments?
And then we go here.
Oh, there it is.
And we take off EKM's thing because... There we go.
So IndieCity.con too, this Saturday, March 8th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 410 South Aidway, Suite A, B, K, they're the same. Fowler, Indiana, 47944. Joey was going to be there. Joey is going to be there. Was. Trey is going to be there. Obviously, Nick and Amanda are going to be there. I will be there with the traveling table. We may even have a guest coming up from Georgia. Chris is planning on being there. So,
yep.
Not to mention my birthday is Thursday. So, this is my birthday party on Saturday. So, I think Rich is coming down, and I think it's going to be a fun time. Donna and Carl are going to be there. If I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. My brain's just going 95 miles an hour. And here we go. Dan was the first to join us at 3:30 this afternoon. Good evening from 4:30 this afternoon, depending on where you are located. And Foxy said she's popping in after Dan, then wanders off to do other things while they wait. And Treya is saying, hey, yeah. Oh, it's going to be a night.
Mm-hmm.
Foxy is waving, and Donna's with us, and she is greeting us. And Foxy and Dan said, are we giving Donna a workout this evening? You guys give me a workout every evening, believe it or not. And Donna's greeting. What was that?
Nothing.
What was that?
Not a word.
Bullshit.
Nothing you can prove.
Bullshit. Yes,
you
I
always
can.
Don't. That's why they shake.
Foxy is gonna go and cook dinner so she can sit down and watch. Cool. Donna said, sure, she's feeling better. Dan is smiling, and Trey goes, poor Dawn, micro machines right out the gate. Yep. A lot of glove, you guys. Donna goes, why? Well, whatever you mean, Trey. Bats eyelashes innocently. Donna, we know you. There ain't one innocent iota on you.
Oh, there is.
Loving, very loving, very sweet, very kind, very don't mess with me, but not innocent.
Donna is as innocent as they come.
No.
She's laughing, as innocent as the day is long at the North Pole on the winter solstice.
And Trey goes, how much did Carl have to fight to get ahead of you in points today? I did grab my Munzie. Those of you who don't know, that is Munzie. Donna said, ahead of me, not hard. Ahead of you, man, I had to ride all over town until he was satisfied for the day. Yeah. Not the, no. Nope, not the green room. And Donna says he didn't even feed me. I had to make my own lunch at home. Oh, for shame, Carl. For shame.
Blasphemy.
And what?
Blasphemy.
I know. Trey said, did you get at least a good bribe for it? And Trey goes, I haven't fed Bo. And Donna goes, well, he did pick up my scripts for me, so I suppose that counts. That does help. Because I keep dealing with the pharmacy. I love my pharmacist. I hate dealing with the pharmacy. Thesis is joining us as well. Good evening, Thesis. And Trey is greeting. And Trey goes, I suppose that's acceptable. And Carl's here now. He knows that the girls have been talking about him, so he should be careful. He says, good evening. Oops, I'm being talked about. She decided to eat at home. That's what she wanted you to say. And greetings and greetings. And Donna goes, I didn't know I had an option. See? Carl said, tomorrow he has a coupon. And yes, I know I say it wrong. So correct me. What I like to say. And Dan said, I seem to have misplaced my truck keys. Good thing I have a spare set. Ooh. Good. Hope you find them. Good thing Dan says, Carl. And Trey goes, mine are always somewhere ridiculous when I lose them. Did you check the fridge? Or it was for Trey, it might be where she set the sandwich down. Twice.
Mm-hmm.
And Carl said, has everyone visited the little chatter's room? Did I miss something? Joey?
The
little chatter's room?
I have no idea.
Okay. Dan said twice, and Trey goes, I don't know what that is. So apparently nobody does. She goes, ooh, never mind. Okay. Trey thought we were referring to a Discord server channel at first, but she figured it out. I'm still not figured it out, so you can laugh at me. Belated Thesis says, now I almost want to create a Discord channel with that title. And Carl goes, I just went, which meant I had to feed the kids on the way back. Okay. Trey said a right thesis. And Carl goes, make it part of a bigger group called the Hail Pail. Okay, little chatter's room must be the, yeah. Trey said, I was like, is that the PG-13 version of the green room? No, that's called Nevermind the Furthermore. Nick, if you're watching, sorry, kind of is. Oh, Donna said, okay, now it's going to be officially called that from now on. Carl's laughing, and Carl said, so YouTube suggested a video feed from Furball Farm. Callie enjoyed watching the cats. If you haven't checked it out, check out Furball Farm. They're awesome. It's cat sanctuary up by my parents' house. They have so many. Oh, they're so cute. Trey said it's the timeout section for when you've been too naughty in the green room. Go to the little chatter's room for 5 minutes and think about what you did. Okay. I want to go back to here and go, if Casey happens to be watching tonight, that's where Casey volunteers with as well. So Carl said, too naughty for the green room? Wow, that's pretty bad. I'm pretty sure there's times I could have said stuff that would have been too naughty for the green room.
Pretty sure I did say something too naughty for the green room the other week.
You keep Grandma out of this. Carl said, don't make a mess in there either. Jesus goes, I don't think I've ever said anything too naughty for the green room. Of course, after Joe's story, I don't think I actually know what that line is. There is no line. There's no gray area. It's just black.
Yeah.
Carl said, before the show, I had to run out and jump my lady friend in the park. Okay. And Trey said, we put up bird feeders in front of the windows where the cats like to hang out, and Fred has been loving it. Oh, I bet. We have, in the summer, we have a hummingbird feeder out the back door. And, oh my God, watching those two watch the hummingbirds is hilarious. And Sarah's with us this evening. She said, good evening. Spoken in vampire voice. Eating Chinese food, but I'm here. Well, welcome. And Carl said, every morning the boys race me to my office to watch YouTube bird videos every morning. Spoiled. No, that's not spoiled. That's called cat. Trey is greeting Sarah, and so is Carl and Donna. And Trey said, Sarah, I sent you a reel on Facebook Messenger you might like, and there's more greetings. And Sarah's going to check that out after a bit, and she's greeting Dark Hope, Mrs. Trey, and brother. And Foxy goes, and now I have food for show. What you having? Carl sits back, lights cigar, sips Sprite, trademark, and gets ready for the show. And Trey said, whoop. And Foxy moves keyboard out of Indigo Drool range. Good idea.
Solid idea. Solid.
And Carl said, Trey, could you use some short ribbons that came wrapped around cigars and I have no use for them? And Sarah said, hey, Foxy. And there's more greetings. And Carl goes, I think I have 3 little ribbons, too nice to just toss. And Trey goes, absolutely, I could. I was just thinking, needed to restock on ribbon. Yes, I love the fact when you can reuse and repurpose stuff. That's kind of what, with Foxy, I believe a lot of her wire that she uses for her wrappings and stuff like that is repurposed wire. So that's awesome. And Donna is doing my job, and she said, "Don't forget to like and share, folks." I say that every week because I forget, and I thank you guys for helping me remember. Carl's going to see if he has saved any more. And Pops is joining us because we are also broadcasting to Pop's channel on the Madness Entertainment Group for programming info, booking sponsors, sponsorship opportunities, and their store. Visit themeg.tv. Hi, Pops. And Trey said, "Thank you." Carl says, "Hold like over this like slot in anticipation." Not the green room, but not the little chatters room. Lisa said, "I sent Trey a picture today earlier of gradient yarn from our local Walmart." That's called variegated when you're in yarn, but you know. And Fox says, "Wipe ketchup off before dropping it in." Okay, good. Wipe the ketchup off the light. And Lindsay's taking a nap, so I'm glad I turned the volume down for the intro. That intro will catch you. Yes, it will. Ooh, sticky ketchup likes, Carl. And Trey said, "Click like button like the row counter." Trey goes, "I did not turn down the TV after we watched and Reacher. Wow, I know it's loud. It is. Your ad is loud, but it gets your attention there, Joey." And Fox says, "Oops." And thank you, Dan. He dropped the link for Grant's show, which is on here in about 40 minutes or so. And Carl and Donna are greeting you and I, Joe.
Howdy.
And Bladed Thesis did something. He has a Bandcamp. It's a link. And it's empty for now, but that will change soon. Well, congratulations. What he said, there was one more thing I didn't want to know, and I didn't know if I wanted to be related to it, so that's why I just put, "I'm out of here." But then he brought me back. So to answer your question, Trey, Joe did not banish me. I was just being a smart ass. And Sarah's reading the chat from the bottom up, so she saw something random about ketchup with no context. We love you, Sarah. Collab stream. We want to do a collaboration. I think it'd be fun. And there is the link for Dan Hollifield on Independent Creator Directory, if you are interested. And Foxy wants a bit of her sausage. Indigo wants a bit of Foxy sausage. And hey, Dad, he says, "Hey, all my Monday night, maybe the first complete Monday show for me." Well, I'm glad you could join us. Dale, Dad, whatever you want to call him. Yes, Joey?
I was saying good evening to him.
And the greetings and greetings and greetings. And Kitty's joining us as well. She says, "But Indigo, that's our sausage." Oh, little chatters room. Greetings, and Donna says, "Hey Dale, we've missed you." And Ruby's joining us as well tonight. Hello, Ruby. Nice for you to join us. Foxy said, "Not that one, Kitty. Little chatters room. And Carl is greetings. And Dad said, "Thank you for the welcome," and more greetings. And Dad said, "Trey, didn't you mean hiya?" And there is the link for the Independent Creator Directo shop. I just noticed that that's the Directo.
Yeah, it automatically cut it down.
That's cute.
Because it's listed on there as Independent Creator Directory, but apparently their algorithm only allows for so many characters.
Okay. So you need to go to the Directo. I like... Never mind. And Trey says, "Hiya. And Sarah said, "And thanks to God RX, I had to pay 20% of the cost of what I needed. Yes, highly would recommend. Good Lord, woosah. I love giving the good news sides of things anytime I can." Yes. My insurance changed the end of last year, and some of my stuff has gone out the roof. Yes, check Good RX. I'm glad that somebody suggested it, because if they hadn't, I would have. Trey said, "Thank goodness, Sarah." And Carl saying, "Great." And Foxy says, "Good." And then Sarah said, "Whoop! I would give a happy dance, but I snarfed down that Chinese food too fast to be able to give a happy dance. Thank you, guys. Oh my God. Whew. Well, you could be like me this morning, and I was having so much all this good news at one time. I literally just started wiggling, and I'm pretty sure I looked like a boxer butt. Boxer being the doggy, you know how they're, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chinese. And Trey said, happy hand flap. Sarah said, yes. And Sarah said, thank you for your flap, Trey. I flap too, just for fun. And Carl said, I might have a little V-Day gift for someone at indiecd.com. I wonder if it's me. If it is, I thank you already, and I appreciate it. There's a good vibes going on. Of course, we try to keep good vibes going on in here. If Thesis says today is his mom's birthday, well, good happy birthday. Thesis says this is his mom. And Carl's like saying happy birthday, Mama Thesis. And Sarah says my dad's is the 13th and mine is 5 days after that. Well, happy early birthday, Sarah. Make sure you pop in so we can give you happy birthdays. And Trey saying happy birthday to Thesis' mom. And I have no clue what code that, or what, shit, help me out here, Joey.
Binary.
Thank you. What binary code that is and what it's saying. But I bet you if I had the right camera, I could figure it out.
Let's see here.
Thesis got her peep last. Thesis said that she got her peep last Thursday because they went out of town for her little cousin's cheer competition. Awesome. And Zach says, greeting codinglings. Hello, quesadilla kid.
I'm on, but that's what it translates to.
Or say, Zach is being greeted from Carl, and Sarah said, get us together and see how innocent we are. But usually Saturday before Dad's B-Day, we celebrate both our B-Days, so I won't be there.
Yep, that's what it translates to.
Is it really?
Yep.
You're so silly, quesadilla kid. Just remember, Sarah, you have got to come to a con at the Annex building sometime because there literally is a green room. It's a kitchen, but it's a green room. And Trey is greeting people. And Sarah said, I'm just curious if that actually says something. Yep, we found out. It does. And girl said, sounds like Ron White. Co-op in. Well, I used to coupon. Oh, coupon. And Sarah said, we used to call them coupons. Coupon. And Sarah said, still user incorrect. And Trey said, hey, Dawn, in reference to you talking about where I set the sandwich down. I think that's a duck, and I think she's greeting me.
Yeah, I do believe that was a greeting also.
And hello, Grant is with us tonight. So hello, Grant. He said that you're working on some jerk's page. I'm assuming I'm behind on comments because right now you're on your wife's page. And if Grant's calling your wife a jerk.
Yeah, you're way behind on comments still.
Can't help it. Y'all are talkative. I love it though. And Lisa says that's how I say it too. And greetings to Grant. And Dan said that he dropped the link earlier tonight. Yes. Grant, don't forget to drop your the Kickstarter link too if you haven't. Donna saying, hey Grant. Oh, and I did catch wind that Grant will be on Laura Calcaterra's show tomorrow morning called Morning Brew. I believe it's 10 a.m. Central Time, and he's going to be on there. She was on his show with Path of the Pale Rider last week. So, yeah. And by the way, her birthday is Wednesday. Chris, hey, greeting. And Zach says, Taco Mom, don't bring up Grand Mako. Greetings and greetings and greetings and greetings and Launchpad McQuack. Greetings from Grant. Zach says, didn't think I would need to get to be here, but Elon got his rocket all ready to go and then couldn't get it off.
Sounds like a personal thing.
I'm going to say something, and it is totally green room, but it's actually true. As I'm getting stuff together for the traveling table for this weekend, the only thing that wouldn't fit in my box is Zach's rocket.
Yeah.
Have fun with that, guys. Have fun with that. And Dan said, Joe, Grandma is still smoking. I checked the security cam in the car. And Foxy said, giant hot dogs. Inigo got the last little bit. He is quite pleased. I bet he is. Did he get some ketchup too? And Carl said, every man has at least one time he can't get the rocket off. Mm-hmm. And Zach was such a sweet, sweet boy till we got his hands on him. Kitty sure said, pretty sure I don't want to know what happened in the green room. Poor Grandma. And Carl said, no, you don't want to. If there's something a smartass, better being a dumbass. And we're almost a half hour in, and I think we're going to go ahead and run an ad, if that's cool.
That works.
Okay.
I'm actually testing out the sales function right now for the site.
Okay.
I'm not putting that on my it's $1. I'm not putting that on my PayPal credit. Go away.
Wait. I found something. Breaking news.
Nice.
If you did not see Never Mind the Furthermore this morning, this gives you a reason to go watch it. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and run. Is it not on here? No, I know it's on here. There it is. Run Nick's ad since he's got the con this weekend.
Finally, it's time for the follow-up to the hit modern fantasy comic book, Beowulf. Victor, the reincarnation of the legendary warrior Beowulf, is plagued by visions of his ancestor facing off against his most infamous rivals, Grendel and Grendel's mother. Victor, with his lovable sidekick and spirit guide Moony the cat with magic powers, must reevaluate everything they've come to believe in this epic adventure. Were Grendel and Grendel's mother actually the monsters they were portrayed as in storybooks? Could somebody be using dark magic in an attempt to resurrect Grendel and his mother in a petty act of revenge? For the answers to these mysteries, plus plenty of action, humour and magic, check out Beowulf, Grendel's Curse. This is a 3-issue miniseries, with each issue being over 30 pages. Get it now for a limited time on Kickstarter.
That is Grant, who will be Grant Draws, the show that will be following up after this one.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to play a song, and then I forgot what song I was going to play. So we're just going to play Never Bank on a Learning Curve.
That'll work.
And Carl says, I didn't want to know, but now I do. And Foxy says, yes, it is, Sarah. And Trey goes, what happens in the green room stays in the green room. It's like Vegas. No, not always. Sometimes the green room gets out and gets a little bit on your shirt. Then you got to explain that stain. You green room stains. And Foxy says only slightly less crazy. But Thesis says less strippers but more gambling. And Trey said, far more entertaining. And Carl goes, we've really only had one stripper in the green room, but she did finish the job. Foxy said, less strippers, more hookers. We do have hookers in the green room. Just saying. Just saying.
Yep.
Trey is laughing. She said, facts. And let's see, Grant does say there will be an episode of Grant Draws after this show tonight. Awesome. Sarah said, well, if the hooking didn't work right, the stripping would have to happen, so there's a loophole in that. Sarah, you are surrounded by hookers. You will always be surrounded by hookers if you're within this group. But they're nice hookers. They're good hookers, and they make pretty things with their hooking. Oh no, Grant said this gets canceled last minute, so it'll be a short episode.
Oh.
Dang. Okay, who wants to jump on and be on Grant's show tonight? Sarah goes, a loophole. Oh my God, just caught what I said. Foxy said, accurate. And Sarah goes, it's a great way either, Grant. It's great either way, Grant. No worries. Trey's already has it queued up. And Sarah's like, Micro Machine Dawn, chair! Carl said, welcome back, Dawn. Ha ha ha. Went somewhere else. Sarah said, I'm telling you, 9 months ago, our parents were having a very good time. And if, Dad, you're still watching, yes, everybody, and never mind the furthermore, and now everybody in this show knows that Mom is 9 months older than you. We also don't know how tall the mailman was. And Sarah said, so, or the show would be missing some people. And Foxy says, I was probably part of the New Year's Eve party. Carl says, there's a brag for you, Zach. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I know what I said. Zach said, just apply more thrust. No, it's not that. It's that the rocket came in a box, which came in a box, and the second box, the smaller of the boxes, does not fit in the box, my box. So, Fox says, September. And Thesis says, thanks to all the cheese talk this morning, I had grilled cheese and chicken soup for dinner. What kind of talk were you having that Foxy had a big old sausage? Trey said, the tip is detachable. Try it that way, Dawn. Zach said, Zach's rocket wouldn't fit in Dawn's box. LOL. And Acres of Movies is joining us. I believe you probably might be on coming through on Pop's page.
Yep.
This program is called Behind the Code. Joey is the mastermind behind Independent Creator Directory, indiecd.org. And he does a lot of his updating on things like that. Members of the website, he'll do their updates on Monday nights during the show. If there's a new member, we'll set him up during the show. He's working on an indie CD store so people can sell their goods directly from the site. So he's working on some of the bugs on that tonight. So that's what we do. We do get through all the comments. Unfortunately, we got a really talkative group on one of the channels. So it does take me a little bit to get to all of them, but I will get to your comment, I promise. So welcome, Acres of Movies. And Sarah says, stick it in your pocket so you have a pocket rocket. Would that work under the underwear bomber as well? Seems big. That rocket's too big for my pocket. And Acres of Movies says, thanks, Stacy. So I'm assuming you are Stacy. So welcome, Stacy. Hopefully you are still with us. Carl said, everybody dance. And Sarah's like, jazz on crack, dance, get your rave gear on. I still say that it is the flight of the bumblebee on crack.
Mm-hmm.
Foxy is too full of her sausage.
Leaving that one alone?
Well, she said too full, but I know she was eating sausage, so I know she's too full of sausage.
I'm still leaving that one alone.
Carl said, phew. And Thesis says, why does that ad give me the mental image of a bunch of tiny chipmunks with jazz and polka instruments? Playing along for a cryptid.
I have to take a call. I'll be right back.
Okay. Ooh, just me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
You're not muted, Joey.
Yeah, if you want.
Yes, he's off.
And that's why I have hops. Should we listen? Should we? Nah. And Donna said, dang, blue lights blinking down the street, but the stupid tree branches aren't letting her use her binoculars to see what's going on. Carl pulled a muscle, dang. You need to have your lovely bride massage that muscle. And Trey said, I managed a little shuffle. And Dan could finally move the chair that Kat woke up and got out from under the wheels. Good Alice Cooper song. Was it Billy No Mates? And Ruby said, don't tell a dancer to dance. I think we shook the building a little bit with that one. Eh, Joy? And Trey said, Donna, you need the scanner website. And Donna goes, how am I supposed to spy on the neighbors with all these dang trees? Cut them down. Cut them down. Carl said, same here, Dan. Charcoal heard the music and ran. Kitty said, yes, we did. Fun, Ruby. And Trey said that Donna's saying to Trey that my hearing won't allow me to use a scanner, can't hear it. Or when you've been subjected to a scanner since you were a child, a very young child, you really learn how to tune it out completely. And Zach says, wow, Dawn, wow. He only shows off the rocket when he's at. Well, if you're at IndieCD.com this weekend, you will get to see Zach's rocket because it's going to be up and for everybody to see after I put some stuff together, I guess. Trey said, there's a Facebook group for our area of people with scanners who listen and transcribe them to Facebook posts. Maybe there's something like that by you. Ooh, Dad, did you catch that? I know you. And Carl said Dawn needs to spend some time in the little chatters room. I'm fine. We know I'm a perfect angel. Joey,
I swear to God, my coworker has no sense of what day of the week it ever is.
By the
way,
way,
man will call me in the middle of the stream every time.
Well, we were going to listen to it, but I decided to go ahead and mute you.
I had my thing flipped up anyway.
Yeah, we still heard hear you.
Shouldn't have been able to.
Well, we did.
Oh.
I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad we didn't eavesdrop. Next time, I might not be that nice. And Dan saying, Dawn, please do not tell your mom I'm hanging out with Hooker. She will take my desktop away. Dad, she doesn't know what part of the computer to take away. I love my mother, I really do. She's just not technological at all. Trey says, but then you won't be able to watch me make cute stuffed animals. And it doesn't stretch, sorry. Zach wanted me to stretch the taco. It doesn't stretch. Mm-hmm. And Donna said, Whitsman dude, get on that and find that group for me. And Acres Movies says, exciting, what kind of coding?
So, most of the time when I'm working on IndieCD, because I use WordPress for everything, it's more just a look at the back end of WordPress than actual coding. I do occasionally do some actual Flutter and Dart coding, but those types of shows are few and far between because trying to remember the code that I'm putting in or figure out the code I'm putting in and listening to the comments and everything gets to be a little overwhelming. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Carl said, wow. And Zachy says, time for dinner. Bring on the tacos. You should be eating quesadillas, young man. Foxy is giggling. There's I don't know French. Tu beaucoup. Was that from Full Metal Jacket? I think so. I don't know. Sarah said, the hooker with the hung guy. Buko. I'm rusty on all French. Can you do French?
Beaucoup, I believe, is the pronunciation, but I never took French. I only took a little bit of Spanish, so.
Okay, then. I think that is the correct spelling, Sarah, says thesis. And Trey said it's called Lake County Region Scanner News in our area. And Ruby said, Trey, your stuff.
What was that part in reference to?
The Facebook page that has the person that transcribes the scanner stuff.
Region News Source. Oh, there's probably Lake County Region Scanner News too. The Region News Source is probably the better one to do. For our area, at least.
Okay. And Ruby says, Trey, your stuffies are adorable. I think I said that already. And they are adorable. And Sarah said, thanks, brother. Yeah, I think the second one in the spelling is accurate. And Carl said that their police are now using scramblers. Ours are too. You cannot hear anything. Sarah said,
so that's actually something that pretty much all of them are technically scrambled anymore. But if you have the correct police scanner, you can still have them programmed. There was a big change over to digital, and then there was another change that happened, at least here in Indiana, and it was a whole big thing. Like, everybody who had police scanners basically had to go out and buy all brand new scanners and have them reprogrammed. Yeah. Which, as someone who had to try and do that for one of our subunits, that was a gigantic pain in the ass.
I believe Dad still has the 8-channel scanner that he used to have when I was a little kid that had used crystals. I think he called crystals. I bet you he'll correct me if he's watching, or agree with me if I was right. Trey said, aw, thanks. And Thesis said, Joe checking on the back end every Monday night. Tune in here.
Exactly.
You know why Carl and Joe are friends. And Sarah said, ooh, and the correct movie too, me thanks. And Zach has tacos, Crunchwrap Supreme, and a quesadillo. Very good. Acres of Movies, I believe, Stacy. Do you know how to do coding for animated storyboards or visual presentation? Neon Film executives and other ones have mentioned that they want something like that they can do intra-office.
No. That is far above and beyond anything I've ever done. The most I've ever done with coding, outside of creating websites back when I used to know HTML and JavaScript, is creating some mobile apps, basic mobile apps, in Swift for iOS and Kotlin for Android. And I'm now learning Flutter and Dart so that I can just create for both at the same time.
Okay. If you have more questions, please ask Stacy. And Dan said, Dawn, toy spoke French. Hey, we don't talk about Dawn's toys. And Trey said, Joe made some awesome lemon chicken rice soup for us. Oh, that does sound good. I wish I could have some, but I can't.
Yeah, that was definitely the farthest thing possible from soup. It was just kind of a chicken lemon rice dish. It would dummy thick. But
that
it's got 15 minutes until grand show, so
I'm doing okay. Sarah took some French and ended up with Latinos. Laughed my ass off. Everyone was taking Spanish, so I wanted the other one. Oh, life. Thesis took Spanish and German, then learned Mandarin on his own, currently brushing up on Spanish, Mandarin, and learning Scots Gaelic from scratch. My brain hurts sometimes. My brain hurts all the time, and I know un poquito español.
And actually, going back to Sarah's comment about taking French, if you still know French, you could actually pick up Spanish very easily.
Okay.
They're both Romance languages. They're French, Spanish, Italian, and a smattering of others. Like, if you know, like a buddy of mine took French in junior high. He looked at my Spanish book. He's like, I understand most of this.
Trey says that Joe does that every day thesis. Oh, wait, not the green room. Oh, Dan's a toy equals you. Damn, I ruined the quote from Adam's Family. However, you still said something funny. Thesis said, lucky guy. Wait, nope, I said what I said. And Zach says, start your week with the back end and end your week with my rocket in the green room.
And grandma in the back seat.
And there's a birthday, and there's birthdays in between.
Yeah. Blaine says, honestly, I'll be surprised if there is a green room this Friday. There should be one.
Oh, by the way, Dan said, Zach, don't get caught parking in the back.
Yeah.
You won't live it down. Are you like popping ahead?
No.
Oh. Sarah said, most of my fave goth bands are German and bilingual, though. We don't get raised bilingual, expecting those here to be. Crazy when Germany is nicer than here after learning the history of World War II. And Sarah, I am glad that I know that. Oh, wait, never mind. Get my peoples all mixed up. Look up the London Metal Coalition. Lisa says German is easier if you pretend you're angry all the time.
That's accurate, actually.
There's this conform, no fun. And Stacy wants to know, what are your favorite movies about computers, thrillers that you enjoy, or other ones? Thanks for the terrific programs, and I love how fun each program is, and your delight and a fun attitude. Thank you, Stacy.
Yes, thank you. Favorite movies about computers, War Games is probably a classic. You know, for anybody who's into computers.
Do you want to play a game?
Mm-hmm. That's actually probably my favorite computer movie, to be honest. I don't really watch a whole lot of movies. I don't watch a whole lot of TV in general. And I think the last time I went to the theater was when that was one of the Avengers movies. Wasn't Endgame. Infinity War, I think, was the last time I was there. Or it might have been Endgame. I don't know. It was one of those two.
And I honestly, I watch every kind of movie. I don't have a specific, and I'm not the tech person. I'm the crazy person that knows how to read. That's my claim to fame. I can read. Honestly, that's what actually got me into this group, was reading.
Mm-hmm.
Thesis says that was actually a tip my German teacher gave us. We had pronunciation issues. Just get mad. Okay, I got 5 minutes to get through everything. Sarah said, yes, English is actually more difficult to learn as a second language. And Carl said, oh, we probably have a green room, but Don and I won't be on too late. Sarah said, you were at the hotel I worked at, Zach. Ooh, that was a shady hotel. We heard stories. And Carl said, okay, see everyone on Grant's show. And Sarah said, just curious with your bullet. Ooh, bullet. Mm-hmm. Dan will be at the green room thesis. And Sarah said, rocket faster than a speeding bullet. And Dan said, Joe, show us what you're doing, or is it only for the room of many colors away from spying eyes?
So I'm actually done for the night. I got everything kind of worked out that I wanted to. I tested the payment system again, and the store is ready to go. So if people want to sell their wares on the NDCD site, I am going to post an update about that on the NDCD Facebook page, kind of let you know what how the breakdown's going to go, but it is pretty much ready to go. So I am going to pay for the upgrade to the plugin, so we can actually do categories on there. But outside of that, it's pretty much set and ready to go. So
as Joey said, you have wares and you want to sell them via online, talk to the Joe man. Sarah says, Deutsch is, I have a learning program for no disk drive, and my external disk drive won't communicate with this device. And she says, Du hast mich. And he said, industrial metal is very popular in Germany. I still listen to bands from my old goth days. Sarah said, Blood Engel is amazing band. Deutsch name for Blood Angel. And Kitty says, Sarah, if you like industrial metal, I suggest you check out the song Worst Vacation by 9 Inch Kills. Sarah said their goth scene is insanely huge. One-way ticket, please. Donna said Later's all. And Stacy says, cool. Those are good. I like the net too. That one was fun. 2 new ones are in development. Deep fake about a psycho who has 4 people he is and uses tech to fool people. I have to admit, the net, even though they said it was really wonky in the programs that they were using, I enjoyed the story. And they said that the programs they used were wonky because it was so new. They wanted people to understand what they were looking at. Sorry. And Pop says that Grant will be on Tuesday Morning Brew tomorrow. You weren't listening,
Awesome.
were you? I already said that. Love you, Pops. Sarah says, Dawn, faster than a speeding bullet. Kitty says out there, welcome to Horrorwood album. And Dad said, keep posting to keep Dawn rattling off the comments. No, Dad, because we have to go to Grant's show.
I was going to say, I'll actually cut it off before Grant's show starts. So.
And Stacy says also clickbait about a widow who starts getting visited by bots of her husband and a ghost in the machine, but she was actually his killer and someone is tricking her and making her almost confess. Ooh, that one sounds good.
That sounds good.
Yeah, clickbait. Everybody remember that? Zach said he can I sell my rocket pics or is that not allowed? Kidding.
Onlyrockets.com.
They got a guy who sounds exactly like Till Lindemann from Ramstein. Dad said, wonderful night, gang. And this week, my birthday and my wonderful night, gang, and my this week birthday daughter. Does that not make sense or am I missing something?
No, you're not the only one smelling toast on that one a little bit. But I get the gist.
Check out Milera Luna festivals in Germany. I see a goth outside for as far as I can see. And Stacey says, I agree about you. The net looked how simple the screens look. She ordered pizza. Mm-hmm. And where we got it? Rich is shedding some shit. And Zach says goodnight. Dan says goodnight. And Sarah goes, plus free higher education and right, not a privilege. I still take a one-way ticket there and have a chunk of Cherokee. I have a chunk of Cherokee blood running through my veins. Okay, guys. We have got to get going. 6 minutes.
Yep.
You have to go to the little chatters room, get your drinks refreshed.
That is correct. And we'll be back Wednesday night with Indie CD Creatives at Play at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. So we will see you guys then. Have a great night.
Good night.